Hey everyone, welcome again to yet another. Today is going to be totally different because I'm not gonna be the host this time. It's gonna be taken over by Sohini, and Sohini is an awesome person, and she's the best of all because she has lots to show today, and you'll all see what she's gonna show. So it is something related to Amazon Alexa, and here we have Eddie as well. Here, Eddie, hi. So I'll ask Eddie to take over the whole thing right now, and Eddie and Sohini will take over now.
I'm going to talk for like a few seconds. You all seen me here before. Praveen, thank you so much for having me on your channel. And I'm really excited to see what Sohini talks about Alexa. I've seen some of her live streams on Twitch and they are amazing and exciting. So listen, enough from me. Let's hear from Sohini.
Hey everyone, thanks Eddie and Praveen for giving me this opportunity to come in on your channel and just bind up such an amazing thing for today. So I am from Dabble Lab, and like I've joined recently in there, and I'm working with Alexa skills, working closely with the Alexa community in building skills since the past 3 years, and it's always so much fun to build Alexa skills. Initially, my first question was, "What is Alexa?" And from that question to today, I'm trying to just bring the best out of it and bring out more developers to the community and giving them the joy and the encouragement to build more and more skills along with me in the community, and to make the future completely voice first, because I think that should be the vision, and that is what I'm gonna be talking about today. So yeah, that's the intro part.
I have some sound
That's,
effects for
that's
you, Sohini.
Yeah, and I just love that totally. It seems like a stage show more than a virtual event. Yeah,
Virtual game
S-
stage show event. We'll
yeah, that's
combine
right.
them.
That's right. Yeah, we're just that's the thing. Like, that's the new normal. You mix up things and make it better. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So, shall I just start, or are we waiting for? Um, all right. Okay.
Whenever
Cool.
you're ready, we can share your
So
screen.
yes, so I think if you can just share my screen, gonna be presenting. Cool. So I'm gonna be talking about voice first today. So like when I talk about voice first, it is huge. It's not that small anymore. It is evolving. It's getting larger, and that is why it is important that you know a lot about it. So our agenda for today will be a couple of things. The first one is what is voice, and next we'll go to like discuss, and I'm gonna be sharing my journey to being a voice first developer at a stage where now I am confident enough to tell it to a friend or to you that, hey, it's superb, you can come and join me. So I'm no longer in the trial mode, like I'm just testing this tech stuff. If it looks cool to me, then I'm gonna pursue this as my kind of career. So, but I've kind of taken this from a long time, and I trust in the voice first world. And yeah, and next and after that, I'm gonna be talking about the Alexa skills. We'll be building one today for sure, and how we can have that in the Amazon Market Store, and how you can feel amazing about it. Yeah. So that sounds cool, Eddie. I'm enjoying it.
That wasn't
Yeah.
very good, actually. It was meant to be this. So, my
Oh,
apologies.
this is cool too. This is this is a different kind of experience. Yeah, and I'm
It's
loving it.
immersive.
Yes, it is. Of course, it is. So, and lastly, the most important thing that we'll be discussing today would be like how you can make money out of it. I think today that becomes the first point. Like, hey, how can we get something from it? Or is there a way we can get some goodies from it? Or is there a way we can get some swags out of it? So yeah, those are pro things that we can get.
Wait a
And
second, did you say swag?
yes,
You have three
really,
wishes.
Okay, I'll stop. So I'm getting carried away.
no, no. I mean, I feel so good. I just feel there's a lot of thing around me today. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, swags is like I will talk about it because that's the last point. So now let's firstly get into voice and understand what voice is. So when I talk about voice, these are just voice assistants. As you can see in here, I have just I'm not good in designing and stuff. I'm a very poor designer. I could just pull up certain things to just give you an idea because I don't have a chalk and a board. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool for now. So when I talk about voice, it is Alexa, it is Siri, it is Google Home, which was Google Actions or Google Assistant earlier, and it is Cortana. So and many more. Like this never stops, right? This is evolving. This has neither started nor it has ended. It is just evolving, and we are making it larger and bigger by developing. So about me, why I choose Alexa. So I think Alexa can be developed and it's pretty open source, and I'm sure Eddie's gonna be notified now because I just said open
That
source.
is true, actually, yes.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Open
Yay!
source. It's the last day of Hacktoberfest as
Okay.
well, right?
Yes, yes. So, yeah, open source, in terms of they have just given you everything. Why am I being able to build skills today? Because it is open source. It is there for you out there. You just need to go create an account and start with it, right? So, like Alexa is open source, I think Google Actions are open source too. And I've not spent a lot of time in building Google Actions, that is Google for Google Assistant, because I think I find Alexa more intriguing and intimidating because I think that's more friendly for me, and everyone has their own choice. So I've just always loved Alexa. So yeah, just go with Alexa. So I think these are a couple of things when I talk about voice, like whose voice. So it's just the voice behind these assistants who are there to make your lives more easier, and they're there to automate things for you, things that you wanna have solved by just using your own voice by interacting with them, with Alexa, with Google Home, instead of just typing it out and making it complex. I think that was simpler a few years back when you just search something on Google, but I think it is much more simpler today when you just talk to your own Alexa or Google Home and ask them something like, "Hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you make a call to someone, to Sally, to Anne, or somebody?" And it just makes that happen for you. So yeah, these are great stuff about these voice assistants or voice bots, and I think this is a great start for anyone who is looking towards building an innovative career other than the ones that is already out there. You can always start with this. So apart from that, now I'll be talking about my journey. I'm not going to take a lot of time uh, being talkative because I speak a lot, and that way this wouldn't end. So, about my journey, I started building like the skills when I was in my first year of college, or which you call the engineering school, and that was 2017. Back then, I built my first skill, which was a basic Hello World skill. And that time, what used to happen is the AWS account, we needed to go to the AWS account and use the Lambda function manually and then write the backend code over there and then stitch the ARN, AWS ARN to our endpoints in the Alexa developer console, which was pretty manual and tiring. So from there to today, it is pretty easy because Amazon just created the console in such a way that everything is changed. You just need to write the code over there in the console and then you run it. It works cool. So I just started from there and I realized that it is not about just building one type of skill for Alexa. It is there are a lot of types. Like with the new devices and the features that Amazon comes out with, it's about building a skill for each one of those features, which I'd not be talking in detail about today because it'll take a lot of time because that's pretty interesting. So yeah, and another thing that I missed out because I'm not so organized. That's a bad thing about me. So I just spoke about skills and like a skill developer, but I never spoke about a skill. So what an Alexa skill is. So when I say Alexa open maths quiz or Alexa open space facts, so how does she get to know what is a maths quiz or what is space facts? I think space facts need to have some data inside of it, and then only can just output it out to you when you ask her to do that. She can give you a response. So these are the things which you are supposed to do as an Alexa skill developer, which I am doing, and even you could do. So it's very important that you kind of come up with more innovative stuff. And at one point of time, you're going to realize that, oh, Alexa doesn't know about this. It's not there in her brain. So I'm going to create a skill for her through which it is going to go inside her brain. And when someone asks for it, they can access it. What's my benefit? I build the skill, I get some swags for it, and I get a lot of customers who are using my skill. And I'd be happy at the end of the day that I create a great product which is out there in the Amazon market store. So that is what a skill could do to you. It could change your life. Um, it could make you so happy. So yeah. So mm, when I started developing, it got a lot of slides, which are unfortunately upstairs in my room, and I just forgot to bring them down here. So I have around 4 to 5 T-shirts. Um, yeah, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
not wearing a
right,
geeky
right.
t-shirt today, though.
Yeah, it just went away from my head. I'm so sorry, but
Next time.
yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, next time, right? Because this is not the last time I'm coming in here. I'm gonna be coming again.
You're
So
going to
I'm
be a
gonna,
regular, exactly.
every week.
yeah.
And I still want to get you on my channel
Yes.
as well.
Oh, I will. I will.
You have to add me
I'm
to
so
your
fortunate.
list. You have to add me to your queue. I'm sure you've got a queue of requests. Put me on the list.
Yeah.
Come on.
Praveen,
Not yet.
Praveen.
That's right, but I always love to stay around with people who kind of connect to my mindset because I think that helps us to grow equally and that is this world is so beautiful where you have so much to exchange in terms of knowledge and that is what is happiness. I mean, ultimately, end of day, right, Praveen, Eddie? So I'd be happy to be here always. And yeah. So the teacher. Woohoo! That's cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, so apart from t-shirts, what else have I got? Yeah, for being the Lexus student influencer, I've got a huge amount of goodies. That is already shipped for me, and it's on the way, which I'm going to be sharing on my social you get once you're once you're like the student influencer. So what happens is they give you a bottle, they give you a cap, and sorry, they give you notebooks and pens and t-shirts. Yeah, I mean it's a truckload of goodies, and I think everyone would be interested to have those in your home. I mean, it's directly from Amazon, and you get the tag. Yeah, I mean, you're the official Amazon like student influencer, and you work so closely with the Amazon people. I think these things are pretty required when you want to start your career, is to be with the right team, the right place where you might get exposure as well. I'm not sure about other countries, but here in India, I hope people, I mean, they must be knowing how difficult it is um, to get the right space to get your things done and to get the right engagement and to get the right audience for the thing that you want to do. So I think the Alexa student influencer thing is pretty good, and you'll be one of the student influencers in the top 10 of the entire country. So that is the plus, and you can always apply for it. I'm gonna give you the link later, so you can just or Google it, and you just gotta fill your details. If you're in school, engineering school, or in college, you can fill your details, and you can get a chance. And you get 2 rounds of interview. They call you from Amazon, and they kind of check if you have experience in building Lexus skills, which I'm gonna be giving you right away, and then you just need to nail your interview in the best possible way. So, too much of talking, and then finally, apart from all these, in between the my journey to being a vice first developer, there's something that I haven't mentioned in here, but I want to just say in a short statement that I also did an internship at American Express. So I did 2 internships at American Express as a software development intern. So that's the thing. Like there was everything, but I just wanted to follow my passion always, and that's why I'm here. I think completely in the voice first world, and that was just part of my resume, but in a part of me making my resume look fancy. But I think this is what I wanted, and that is the reason why I am telling this about is to motivate you to do what you really want is about your passion, because in the long run you don't want to regret what you just did. So just try to find out what's best for you, because you can make a space if you think you can grab it, because whatever you want to grab, it just attracts you away, it takes you away, it absorbs you. So that's not an issue. So after, yeah, I mean, yeah. Don't you feel the same way, Eddie and Praveen? I mean,
I wouldn't know. I've never worked a day in my life because I love what I do.
yes.
So I
That's
do
right.
work,
That's
but
right.
it's not work because we enjoy it. And I think that's important. So I'm just
Yes.
trying to back up what you were saying, which is, yeah, find something you
Yes.
enjoy, then you get paid to do what you love. I mean, that just sounds awesome, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
for the past
Otherwise,
few
what? Yes, please
So
go
for the
on.
past few days, I've been, yeah. So literally, it doesn't look like it's a work that I am supposed to do, but I just follow my passion, and I'm in the side. I'm getting paid as well, which is good.
Yes, that's right. Um, no work is small or big. Everything is unique until and unless you enjoy it. It's about you being happy about what you do, and that is the best because you're doing it. Yeah, too much of motivation. Okay, I was motivating myself. Yeah.
No, it's
So
good.
then comes who? I am so overwhelmed. Yes. Now, coming to the next phase of my life when I just got an opportunity to be the developer advocate at Dabble Lab. And this was pretty cool, and this is pretty unique because what Dabble Lab does is a huge thing. They provide customized solutions, and they basically work in Twilio autopilot stuff. And I'm not part of that sector of Dabble Lab, but I'm just part of the Alexa sector. And so Dabble Lab has got so many tutorials on YouTube. That is what they do parallelly as well, apart from the work that they do with clients and stuff. So I started my very first skill back in 2017 with the help of Dabble Lab. And today I'm the developer advocate at Dabble Lab, helping people and developers learn. So I think there is nothing more interesting and intimidating than this. And that's the reason I motivate you that you can do this as well. And just be wherever you just thought that, oh hey, I just wanted to be here since then. So like that. So that's why I just love my work so much. And my job at Dabble Lab is to develop and just spread it out there to developers. That is why I go live on Twitch every Friday. That is in India. And I'm not sure about other countries. What day is it? Could be Thursday or Saturday. Yeah.
Stupid time
So
zones.
I mean, I don't
it's
think it is so long between the times. So you can safely assume that every day, I mean, like since you are going at 7 p.m. in the night, definitely for the
mhm.
Western countries like UK and US, it is going to be the same day because they are
Uh-huh.
behind you, like we are behind you. So
Mhm.
7 p.m., then it would be for us would be around like 2 p.m. and for US it would be like
Uh-huh.
morning 9 a.m. or something like that. For the countries which are on
Uh-huh.
the right side, just like Malaysia, Singapore,
Uh-huh.
and maybe Australia might be on the next day.
Ah, that's right. That's right. So, but still, who knows? Like one of them appears from Australia or someone from Malaysia. So I just don't want to take the risk of saying it's a Friday and they're gonna kill me. Hey, you just said it's a Friday. What is this?
I
I
think
don't
they're
want that to
usually quite
happen.
understanding, and if not, it's a good conversational piece and icebreaker, and you get people to engage. Sometimes you
Yes.
need to kind of, I don't know, create little bit of friction just to kind of get people to engage to say
Uh,
something. Say, hey, it's Saturday,
that's
it's
right.
not Friday.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so,
I mean,
yeah, these are a couple of things. Uh-huh.
someone is asking, are there any language restrictions for Alexa skills? Is there a preferred language?
Well, I mean, the language in terms of the programming language, I mean, the language to code, are they asking about that? Okay. So I
Coding.
think so far, Alexa just offers three SDKs. One is the Java, one is JavaScript, and the other is Python. Just three of these for now. And they don't have any more SDKs for now. But yeah, I think they would be coming up with more. But I think I'm more comfortable with JavaScript. I know no one's asked that, but I'm just kind of saying it. Yeah. All right. So that was about my journey, and
JavaScript is cool.
sorry, I just missed that.
JavaScript is always cool.
Yes, it is. It is, and I think I feel so familiar with JavaScript, and that's not a good thing because when someone tells me about a new language, I'm like, okay, right, but I'm not quite like, yeah, I will just go and check, and not like that. But that's wrong. So kind of family relations with JavaScript, maybe.
Let me make a little bit of friction potentially. What are your thoughts? This is a bit of a sidestep, but let's see what people watching can think as well. What are your opinions and thoughts on TypeScript?
Um,
It's awesome,
it's
right?
TypeScript
yeah,
is
Congratulations, you're a
it's
winner!
definitely not.
TypeScript is
TypeScript is not a winner.
um.
No way. I don't like typed
Okay,
languages. I love duck
what is
typing.
your
JavaScript, PHP.
Yeah, but
PHP? Come on. He was speaking of Zoom and not
yeah, but if you ask him
PHP.
about React, he loves React as well. So you got to
Yeah, I
expect
just
that, right? So yeah.
yeah, but React is
Let's all
still
learn
cool. I
PHP.
mean, yeah, I mean, I've worked on React pretty much, but not PHP. Come on, Praveen. No.
80% of
Right.
all the servers are using WAMP, the LAMP server. So most of the websites, almost 90% of the websites are powered by WordPress and MediaWiki. So thinking about those things, PHP still lives in everywhere.
Come on. PHP is gonna vanish. It's gonna extinct real soon. I'm not.
Last
I'm
week they
hoping that
released
there's no one
PHP
from
8.
PHP and as in terms of company. They're gonna ban us right now. Speaking of PHP,
I think they all have their
Last,
pros and
last week
cons.
there was a
that's right.
release last week, PHP 8.
And we got
Hmm.
mention of Angular in the chat as well. Angular rules. Yes, we need a sound effect for that. Wait a
Yeah.
second. Let me find a good one.
Okay.
Yes.
Whoa, that's cool. Yeah, Angular was something that I did too. I mean, when I just started with JavaScript. I mean, I think yeah, but not too much with Angular because later I just moved to React and just continuing React for a year or two, and then all set with like the Node and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, let's move forward.
Yes.
Yeah, this is not gonna end. I have so much to finish. Yeah, so this is just the kind of things that I just said from where to where. And just one small point here, if you're wondering that we can, like, a lot of people think of it this way that, okay, it's good to learn for a tech, but would I get a job in this field? So, to answer this question over here, I mean, you might have this question in your head and you're not just realizing it or you're just not asking it to me. I'm still giving you an answer to it. So, yes, my answer is yes. If you build Alexa skills, you'll land a job too. Because, as I said, it's evolving, and if not that much in India, there are companies in India, 15 to 20 companies, but I think there is a large sector out there in US, in UK, and all these parts. If you just follow the voice first companies, the all the companies, I think there is a lot of it who are still in need of voice first developers or developer advocates like me, and they need a lot of people in their companies. So you can always think of it that way. You can be experienced in Alexa, and you can have a lot of it out there. It's just waiting for you. So yeah, that was the main motive to share this. Now let's get started with building a skill, because that will take a little bit of time. I'm not sure if you can access the link to this. Praveen, if you can, oh, those are my skills. If you can share this link once again. I think this was a prerequisite.
Do you want to share it
Yes.
on the YouTube channel or YouTube chat, or should I share
Yes.
it?
Yeah, yeah. If you can share this
Wait
on
for it.
the chats. Yeah, so that
Okay,
it's
I won't be able to
if
see
someone
that.
hasn't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll share it. It's actually on the YouTube's,
Is it in
like
the
Mhm.
description below?
Description.
but
Okay, cool. Then yeah, great, great. So I'm hoping that if you're gonna be building a skill along with me today, so it's necessary that you open this. And if you're just watching, then it's completely fine to sit and have a packet of popcorn and watch me take all the fun. Okay. Now we're just directly gonna go to this website when you need to be in a logged on in here, and then go to create skill. So today I'm gonna be building a skill for you, which is Sohini's facts in my case. And the reason why I want this to be something related to your name, because I want you to enjoy this. So about Alexa skills was the fun part. If you just go to your Amazon, so I'm from India, so I'm opening Amazon.in. Oh, there are so many offers. Okay, and then you go to Alexa skills from the category, and then you just go to search, give a blank search. So what happens is, if you can see, there are so many skills in here. So can you imagine this is so much? I mean, your skill is going to the market store. So it's very important that you make it super cool and robust. And I think there's a skill for this too, which is very much famous in India. I'm not sure if Eddie will be knowing. It's Mirzapur, and it is very famous in India. It's a web series that comes on Amazon Prime. So yeah, just saying. So definitely build that skill. So you can definitely build a skill as well. So the skill that we'll be building today will be here in our market store, and you can share the skill. So how it looks like when you create a skill, and when you open it, suppose this is a skill someone's created it. This is the person or the developer who just use this as their developer's name. They created the skill and it just got so much reviews. If you create a skill as well, and if you can gather a lot of reviews for the quality of your skill or whatever engagement, it becomes cool. So it's basically like a product that will be displayed in your Amazon Market store and you'll be featured in here. So that is how it happens. So I'm gonna be building a skill which is Sohini's facts. Okay, and you select the default language from here. So let's say I'm in India, I want India, but if I want my skill to be enabled in these languages, that can be done as well later. There's something that I'm going to show you where you can have this enabled for other languages as well. So then you go and click on custom, because I'm going to be creating all the interaction models. I'm going to be talking about what an interaction model is as well. And then I just click on Node.js because JavaScript again. So I'm not good at Python. So yeah, now I'm going to go and create the skill. I think everything's set up. So this takes a couple of minutes. Then comes this part. Okay, so these are templates. What are templates? And basically everything's set up for you. You just need to click one of them and put in some data. Or you can also, that's number one way to use a template. You just go there and put your data in it, change the name of your skill and use it, publish it. And the second usage is there are a couple of intents which are used in all the skills. Which is kind of skeleton for your skill, which could be like when you say Alexa stop. So I think that's pretty common for all the skills. I mean, whichever skill you create, when a customer wants to say Alexa stop, that the piece of code should be there in your Alexa skill for that, right? So that is the main idea behind creating templates for keeping these elements which are common. So with that, you can redesign your skill, just have those intents in it already. So you can, I'm going to be creating a fact skill because it's going to contain my facts about me. So what you can do is you can create a skill with your name. I'm not sure what your name is, but you can just write your name and your facts, or you can create anything. And the reason why I am not, I think Praveen's showing something. Eddie.
Oh, sorry,
talking
what?
about Eddie.
What? I was responding to your Twitter and LinkedIn tags, Praveen. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. What
No, I was
is it?
telling use Eddie's name. Use Eddie's name for doing an Eddie's open source tricks.
I've
which can
already
be
got
like, you know,
one, so I think everyone should make their own one, so we can have a look at everyone else's actions. Because if you use my name, then it's hard to find. Everyone should use their own name, personal branding, right?
Exactly. This is something that I want to pick up right here, and that is the reason why I asked everybody to create a skill on their own name. Because when you go to the Lexus Skills market store and you search space facts in here, you're not gonna see the magic. You're gonna see a hodgepodge. So many space facts. So what is gonna happen? You know what is gonna happen? So when I just say Alexa open space facts, now she'd randomly pick up a skill from here. What happens is your skill, suppose you create a space fact skill too, it might not be called by Alexa. It could be someone else's. So what really happens in that case is there is a section of analytics where you can find how many people are using your skill. Your skill wouldn't get any kind of coverage. So I think that's bad, right? So what's the whole point of working so hard? Because when you do something open source, it's for public, it's for customers, it's for people who are out there waiting for you to develop something that they can use for a real time basis. So I think it's always pretty cool to create something unique. So when you try to build a skill, firstly check the name of your skill, which is invocation name, which I'm going to be talking about again in detail in a few minutes. So it's very important that you just set a name that is not already present in the market store. Even if your content is same, that can happen quite a lot of times that you've manipulated your content a little more than that is already existing, but you should have a different name. So I prefer using your own name because that's unique. I think that's the only unique thing that comes to your mind in short, like in 5 minutes when you want to
Congratulations,
differentiate
you're a
with
winner!
people. Yay!
I completely agree. It's unique and it puts your name out there. So if a future employer or recruiter or whoever
Yes.
is like searching for you, your name will appear and they think, wow, they've got something in the marketplace. Okay, this person's obviously, serious about what they do, and
Yes.
it's just so important. I completely agree. That's awesome. Great
Yes,
tips.
and and this could work as a resume as well. Have you ever thought of it? Like, I'd share my insights on this, but I'm quickly gonna finish it today because, firstly, I want to get the skill down the line because I don't want it to be halved, and then I'm gonna share my tips from my experience and what I feel is right. So let's. I'm gonna build a fact skill today. So I'll just continue with this template, and this functionality is pretty cool too. So what you can do is if you have a GitHub repo and you've built a template, a skill template, you can directly, your repo needs to be public, and there are a couple of standards. You need to have the project structure. It needs to be as per what Amazon requires. If it's that way, you just click on import skill and stitch your GitHub link to that repo, and it would just directly pull away the skill template from your GitHub repo. So that is one way. Here are a couple of templates. And Dabble Lab, where I am in, also has got a lot of templates that you can use. And I think this is a hub of templates which even I use when I am streaming because it's a lot easier. Why do we need to do something that is already available? Why do we put our labor to go waste? So these are a couple of templates that is already available. You can always check them from here. And from here, you can deploy them directly to your Alexa developer console. So yes. And for that, you're going to need to come to my Twitch streams every Friday because I do that primarily over there. So yeah.
Awesome.
So
I
this
shared a
is your...
link in the chat earlier. I'm going to share it again. Everyone go and follow Sohini on Twitch. I'll share a link again.
Yes.
And don't forget to meet
Yes.
her on Friday.
Follow on
Yes.
Twitch.
Thank you so much. Thanks
every
so much,
Friday.
guys, for the shout out. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so happy. It feels so good. All right. Now, yeah, you were saying something, Eddie?
No, carry on. Carry on.
Great. Okay. So now comes the important fact. So your developer console is now ready to get started with the code. So we'll go to invocation name and understand what it is. So this thing is something which is important, number one, because this is what is customers gonna engage with. This is what the customer is gonna say in the first place whenever they want to have your skill played. So I'm gonna say Alexa open Sohini's facts. So then only facts about me would appear. So if you're Praveen, it's gonna say Praveen's facts, and then Alexa's gonna say, hey, so Praveen is this, and Praveen is so awesome, and Praveen is a lot of things. And that's gonna keep coming. Yeah. So Yes, it's super cool, right? So,
It's just the way you
and
said a lot of things. In the UK, we use that usually to mean something bad. Like if you don't want to say anything bad about someone, you instead of saying something bad, you say there are a lot of things, and that means that they're bad. So anyone who's watching who thought that it's not the case, Praveen is
okay,
awesome.
okay. Yeah, even if there's anything that's Eddie's in my little secret, we're kind of not gonna be disclosing it anywhere, right, Eddie?
That's true. And
Anyways,
because
Praveen
Praveen
is
is so awesome, give his video a thumbs up and subscribe to his channel below.
yes, please. He's the best one I've met so far, and he's super cool. So please do subscribe to his channel below and give it a thumbs up. Okay, so this is the invocation name, I think, and I'm quite clear on this that it needs to be very much unique because customers are going to engage in this. Then we'll go to the interaction model. So what is an interaction model? So you understand UI, right? The user interface. So the interaction model is the UI of your skill. So what do I say when I mean UI in terms of interaction model? So the interaction model is where you decide what Alexa is going to respond when a user requests something. If I say, Alexa, open this, she's going to open it. When I say, Alexa, stop it, she's going to stop it. So where does this occur? This occurs inside the interaction model. So that is what it means primarily. Okay, and then we go to intents, which is going to be useful today. So intents are kind of, I'm going to give an example. Like I say, Alexa, suppose Alexa plays something, Alexa, and I say yes to her. Suppose she's telling me, are you ready to play this game? Suppose a skill is ongoing and she asks me, are you ready to play this game? I say yes. But Praveen might say yeah, and Eddie might say, of course. So, as a developer, you need to make sure that Alexa understands of course and yeah mean yes as well. So, yeah, of course, and yes, these three are utterances. Um, so these three are supposed to go inside of our intent. So intent is intention. So my intention is yes. And utterances are just synonymical terms that relate to your intent, which mean the same, but I have different words. Anyway, that's synonym. So for this intent, I'm going to remove the space fact and stuff, and I will change it so you can make changes as well. Remove space from everywhere, and I'm gonna do fact a Sohini's fact. Tell me Sohini's facts. And you can just include your name and do whatever you want in here. That intent, so the get new fact intent is going to fetch you a fact about me. And it's going to fetch you a fact about you. Alexa is going to do that. So whatever a customer could speak to a request to Alexa about that, in whatever statement you need for that request statement to be, you can just put in the sample utterances over here. So you can do that. Right, so now I'm gonna just save the model. I'm gonna build it. So this is important that you do, otherwise it won't run. So, and you can do this quite frequently because we developers tend to make changes quite frequently. So yeah, let me get this code done for you because this is gonna look cool. So we just learned invocation name, intents, utterances, and once you build this, I'm going to show you something else.
Sohini, just a quick question from the audience. So, are Alexa skills built on the AWS Lex service?
Lex service?
Yeah.
I can jump
No,
in
I'm not sure.
if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Go on.
Please, Eddie.
My little understanding is Alexa is built on quite a few services. So, for example, it uses Lambda to run certain functions,
Lambda.
is my
Mm-hmm.
understanding. And the Lex service
Mm-hmm.
is used to understand the what's the word? But the spoken, the actual, I can't think what it's called. It's got a word, but to understand like what you're trying to say, because as Sohini mentioned, people might say things slightly differently. So instead
Mm-hmm.
of, I can't think of a good example, but to have the same intent, it could be said in so many different ways. And so, if I remember correctly, the Lex service is done for trying to make sure the understanding is correct. So Alexa understands, was it yes, was it no, was it positive, was it
Mm-hmm.
negative, and so on. But I'll just have a quick look and
Mm-hmm.
remind myself about the Lex service, because
That's right.
AWS has so many
Uh,
services that I forget them
yeah,
confused
there's
all the
quite a lot.
time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm quite sure about Lambda. I'm not quite sure about Lex. I'm not, because I've not used that so far, because that's why I'm not aware of it. But I'm going to surely look into it today. That's a good question. Um, and thanks for the question. But yeah, it obviously uses Lambda. And the reason why here you cannot see Lambda quite visible, because that is what I was talking about. Like earlier, they had this separate. You needed to go to AWS Lambda function for your console and write the code, backend code in there, which we'll be writing over here today. Here, it's here already on the dev console. And from there, if you just go to endpoints, you can see a couple of, yeah, this one, or an AWS Lambda US East and whatever. This is something that you pull from there, and you stitch it in here, and then you use it. So,
So suppose saying that
mhm,
AWS Lex does that too, and it uses lambdas for fulfillment. Lex has intents, utterances, and so on. So he has built on
mhm,
Lex, but not done an Alexa skill
mhm.
yet. So what do you recommend him?
Okay.
So he has already done it using Lex. Lex also uses lambdas for validation. So will there the migration from Lex to Alexa skills will be an easy one?
No, it wouldn't be, because I think everything's here in terms of Alexa. The one thing that I really feel comfortable with is you just primarily need to focus on what you're building, apart from the um, logical part, like how to set it up. Because in Alexa, I think everything's actually set up. To be very frank, you just need to design the code. You just need to architecture the code to have the output of what you really want to have your happy path set up. I think so. I think it won't be that difficult, Praveen. It'd be quite easy, because we just build intents and slots, and if we're building APL, then we'll be using multimodal responses and just writing the code and testing it. So yeah, that's all that I could help can help you with it, you
I've
with
just
right
gone
now.
to
Yeah.
the FAQs in
Uh,
Lex, and
mm-hmm,
Mobile Jones makes a good point that Lex is for
mm-hmm,
ASR, automatic speech recognition, which is speech to text, but also NLU, which is natural language understanding, which is what I was trying to say before
mm-hmm,
about people might say things slightly differently but have the same meaning.
mm-hmm,
And in the FAQ,
mm-hmm.
it says, how does Alexa differ from Lex? So if I just read out the sentence, and hopefully gives people a bit more of an idea. So Alexa
Mm-hmm.
Skills Kit, ASK, is used to build skills for the Alexa ecosystem and devices, and lets
Mm-hmm.
developers take advantage of all the Alexa
Mm-hmm.
capabilities, such as smart home, flash briefing APIs, streaming audio,
Mm-hmm.
rich GUI experience,
Mm-hmm.
etc. Amazon
Mm-hmm.
Lex bots support both voice and text and can be deployed across mobile and messaging. So I bet you underneath they're harnessing a lot of the same building blocks from AWS, but their goal is slightly different to what it is. But I think if you understand one, you'll be able to understand the other, because I'm guessing here, but I believe underneath it's kind of a similar sort of thing with intents, just as Praveen read out earlier, with intents and those sorts of things.
Yes. Right. They just come in the same, they pretty come in the same domain, right? Just kind of way of setting up things. Other things remain same. I think, yeah, you just need to get down the process. It doesn't take a lot of time.
And I've just
yes.
noticed one more thing. Sorry to add one last thing. In the FAQs,
No,
it
it's
also
fine.
says, can I create an Alexa skill from Amazon Lexbot? And it actually says, Amazon Lexbot provides the ability for you to export your Lexbot into a JSON file that is compatible with Amazon Alexa. So yeah, I think underneath it's going to be using a lot of the same building tools, but the goals are different. So you can export between the two. So that's quite interesting. So I learned something new. That's why I love questions, because I always find I learn something new as well. So thank you all very much for the great questions and the discussion.
Yes, it is. I also came to know about this. Yeah.
And this is the only reason I
That
do
was
a
great.
lot of live streams, because more than others benefiting, I'm getting personally benefited by the questions they ask. And yeah, we learned a lot of things, and we keep missing out those things as well. So we need to loop in Sohini to
That's
do
right.
other things. We can teach Sohini to what we are doing.
We're all always learning,
Yes,
which is why I love tech, right?
yes,
We're all always
that's
learning.
right. That's right. And I consider myself still a baby in the tech industry.
Me
And I'm
too.
just taking baby steps. Yes.
Me too.
And as long as I'm a baby, I'm gonna be a boss baby really soon.
After 15
I'm not sure if
years,
you will.
still learning and still a baby. So it doesn't
Yes,
change. Part of
yes.
the fun.
And you have 15 years. I have just been 3 years, and that's nothing that I think I can think of. Maybe. Yes. Just
No,
taking
you
baby
are
steps,
awesome.
all of us.
No, you are
Sure,
awesome.
you're awesome, square.
You're
Yeah.
looking back, your 3 years is way ahead of what my 3 years was. Like way ahead. So you're going super fast.
Yeah, I kind of want to utilize whatever I've been given and whatever is out there, because there's always a good cause of exploring. There's no downside of it.
I
So
definitely
yeah.
think you're taking it to the next level. Just as one last thing on the matter is that you're definitely way ahead than I was at that stage in my career, but also for two reasons. One, because I think you've got the right attitude, you're really smart, and you're pushing forwards all the time. But two, because you're also sharing what you learn, which I think then just accelerates you even further. Just a little side
That's
note,
right.
my two biggest regrets in my career, I only have two. One is not starting open source sooner. That was over 10 years ago, but I wish I started right at the beginning. And two, not starting doing the DevRel side, like blog posting or socials or YouTube or Twitch or whatever it is. But again, I wish I started that a lot sooner, because it's both open source and kind of doing the DevRel side has really helped accelerate my career, my clients, everything else. So in a few years, you're going to be past me, and I want to be a small dot in the distance. So when you're rich and
Come
famous, don't
on,
forget to
not
remember
that.
me and Praveen.
Oh, no ways, come on. I think our job, apart from the tech stuff and all, is to help each other, whoever seeks to learn, raise them on our shoulders and give them the best. If there is someone who's starting, I mean, if I find someone who's just started, my job is not only to help them learn, but to give them the right, although my shoulders are not too large, so it's whatever there is, to raise them on my shoulder and give them the best of me, whatever, just take it away from me, because knowledge is meant to be shared. So yeah, great. Oh, thanks for that. Okay, now let's get ahead. Okay, so this is the JSON editor. So whatever you just did so far, the intents that we'll be using, this is for canceling, and this is for asking for help if you don't understand the skill. This is to stop the skill, and these are all the other intents. And this is the name of your skill that is invocation name. You have everything over here. So this is just the JSON editor. So primarily for today's skill, and I'm assuming that some of you are beginners and some of you are advanced ones. So I just don't want to make it difficult in the first stream. I want to go very basic today. So I'm not
I
going to
believe
be talking about.
everyone here knows nothing about Alexa, except a few,
Okay.
except a very few, maybe
Mm-hmm.
one or two.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the reason why I am doing this because there are a lot of other things like interfaces and slots, multimodal mainly. So if I just go ahead and speak about them, it's gonna be a bit loopy, and I just don't want it to get loopy whippy. I just want you to be clear about what we're building today and how it's gonna help you. We can do the rest later. So it's just a save and build, which wasn't required. Anyways, then we go to the code section. I'm gonna open this in a new tab. So I'm gonna close this. Yeah. Alrighty. My network connection is very slow. Great. So this is your index.js, and I think there is so much of comments to make you understand how this works. Um, so these are handlers, the intent handlers kind of functions typically. So this is for help. It's already set up. You just don't need to do anything in here. And what does this help message or whatever these messages, where are they? So when you go to the language string, so this is what I was talking about. Suppose you are part of the English countries like US and UK and others, or in India, if you select the English of IN, so these all comes under this model. This is the language model for EN, and I think ES corresponds to Spanish. And then we have other languages in here. This is Japanese. I think this is French, Italian, and this is Hindi. So that's the best part in this. So if your skill goes up at a very good scale and you want it to be heard in other countries as well, you need to enable these functionalities in your language strings and .js. If you want it to be heard by the Spanish people of of Spain, you need to have this enabled so that they can access your skill in their local, because as you see, it is amazon.in, amazon.com, or amazon.au, and that's where your skills reside. So the marketplace, if it's different, your language string should consist of that very precisely. So I don't need so much for today, so you can just keep it or you can remove it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be removing this, or this can just stay. That's not a big deal. So let this just stay. So the name of my skill is Sohini's facts. So as you see this, we'll put this slash in here. Now it's right. Went in here. Okay. And then this is the name of my skill, and I'm gonna just say like 1 second. Welcome to Sohini's Oats again. Facts. Here's what you need to know. Okay, and then it would give the message for my fact. Now this is the help message. Suppose a user says Alexa help, then this is the message that's gonna get out with the help of the help intent handler. So this is where this variable, this entity is gonna get called, and this message, where is it? And this message is gonna get be spoken by Alexa. So just make it Sohini in here. And for help and all these things, let's just relieve it. And I'm gonna be giving a couple of facts about me that I could jot down. I don't really know myself, so I'm sorry. And that's the poor thing, that I'm not a Yeah, I mean, nothing. Okay. So these are a couple of things that I jotted down already earlier today. Prefer not to type them. And
You came well prepared. That's really good. In the UK as a kid, we had this show called I think it's called Blue Peter, and they would make stuff,
okay.
and then they would talk about what they were going to make, and it'd always be like, and here is one I prepared earlier.
That's quite funny. No, the one thing that I skipped for today was I just literally forgot to create a happy path in my presentation deck. I think that would be easier for them to understand what I'm gonna build today. But it's fine. Next time we're gonna have one. So be excited. Yeah.
Oh wait,
All right. So. Oh.
Which one? Which one? I couldn't decide which one.
Calls. All right, now I just got my facts in here. I'm gonna just click on save and I'm gonna just deploy it. So, but I haven't changed it for the rest, and I'm just keeping it, or I can remove it, whatever. So what's gonna happen is if someone from Spain, if someone from Spain wants to access this, so if I change this Sohini's facts in the Spanish language and put it here, then it's gonna, in Spain, this is what is gonna come up, like in Spanish language. So that is what I wanted to say. Okay, I saved and deployed it, and here you don't really need to make any changes because it's already set up. So this is where we're calling this file, and we're using it. And this is very important. Even when you're creating a new handler, make sure that you export it rightly. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And we'll be building more skills in the future, wherein we'd be stitching those handlers over here in the export section. So yeah, that's it. And I'm going to go to test. This is going to work. Okay. I really hope it works because a lot of times in my streams, I have faced issues and I'm like, why is it not working? And I think Praveen is aware of that.
It happens
Very
to all
well.
So
of us.
I've done a lot of things. My code doesn't work. I sit simply for some time. My code works. I don't know why my code didn't work. I know my code why it works.
Or the worst one is when you're writing it and you're saying this is actually not going to work, but I want to explain why. I want to break it first and then explain why it shouldn't work as well.
But
and
it
you
works.
run it and it works, and it's like what?
That happens a
Even
lot.
this one, yeah, this is another very funny thing with me. Sometimes I just try things out. Like when something's not working, I just randomly keep trying it with some other ways. But if someone just asks me why you did that, I don't have an answer to it. So yeah, I just did it.
It's because it's very
working,
creative.
right?
I think it's like if you are an artist, why do they draw something in a certain way? It's just, I think
Yeah.
we're kind of artists with code.
That's
I
right.
think a
That's
lot of
right.
times when I do live streams, so I had this. I never practice things. Okay, so first thing is when I try to do something. Okay, see, this will not work because of these. See, I'm gonna show you this will not work, and then I do it. It works, and then sometimes what happens is I have seen that this one doesn't work. I practice for some time. So yes, this doesn't work. Okay, let me do the same thing tomorrow, and I do. It works. I'm like, okay.
Same. Yeah. This is so weird. I don't know why that happens. But yeah, that's the
I'm
developer
not
stuff,
alone.
you know. Even you must be having some, dear viewer. And I have some, Praveen has some, and Eddie has some.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
have a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, so when you go to the testing console, make sure that it's always turned off. So make sure you turn into development mode. And after you do that, just write down the name of that's the invocation name of your skill, and just then hit enter. Um, I just spoke a lot. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Welcome to Sohini's Facts. Here's what you need to know. Sohini is a voice developer.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Yeah.
It worked.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
it worked. Yeah, so that is it. So this is what I wanted to primarily do today. And before I teach you to publish this, I'm gonna tell you something. So suppose you land into trouble and you are unable to understand something, and you want to you want to do a console.log in any of these places, you can watch those in here. So when you just click on this logs colon Amazon CloudWatch, you can that is the part where you debug, and that is the part where you understand where things went wrong. So not sure why. Yeah, it's here.
Just,
So
just leave the network.
sorry. Yes.
Just blame the slow network.
Yeah, it's a slow network. I don't know why it's
Could be because you
I'm
are
not
double
sure.
streaming.
Yeah, that might happen, and these are, and also there's an issue with my account. I'm not sure. Like if you come to my streams, you'll get to know. Like I have two accounts, and one of the account is giving me trouble because of the IAM. I mean, there's some issue with my Voice Hub SSO role. So those things I just want to figure out today. So yeah, but apart from that, there's another account, which is my Double Labs account that works perfectly fine. So that might be the reason it's not working today. But these are logs from other schools. So I think when you console.log anywhere out there and you click on this, it'll be clearly visible to you because your account is not corrupted as mine. I have a couple of thousands of skills maybe. Yeah, I mean it's dumped with garbage stuff. Okay. So that's it. And now you wanna deploy this and you wanna see this live in the Amazon Marketplace. So what you're gonna do is go to distribution. So this is the distribution panel. Here, what you're gonna do is just update the public name, turn it to this, and just learn. I'm not just doing a lot of description here because I leave that up to you. It's your creativity because I might
Nice.
not be so creative as you are. Yeah, just learn fun facts about Sohini. Then this is the place where you do a detailed. This needs to be pretty nice because that's the one stop where people are gonna come and check what you've done, and if you don't do it properly, they might not stay. So you're so now we come to the marketing place. So you just did the developer stuff. Now you're gonna be a great marketer because if you don't do that, if you don't utilize your creativity to engage with people, they're not gonna stay in there for longer because the world is so big and everyone's trying to do the best. So yeah, so just write, ask for Suhini's facts, and I'm just replacing stuff from here because um, for me to be creative would take me a lot of time. Okay, and then you just here you write this, or just
So I believe
Alexa
creativity is
opens.
just old wine in new bottle. My definition of creativity.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, creativity is something that is so large. I mean, a creative stuff doesn't last for long because you do something, someone just creates something more
That's
creative, and you just need to.
exactly.
It's something that's recurring till you exist on Earth.
And I
It's
think
something
also,
that's recurring.
I think
Uh,
people's version of creativity is so different. I mean, I know I've done something
uh,
that I've spent loads of effort on. I think it's really wonderful, really creative, and I post it out there, and it gets like one like. And then I'm really busy with
uh,
work and clients and projects and so on, and I want to post something or share a YouTube video, and I've got no time. So I just cobble something together really quick. It's not creative, it's not fun. It does really well, and everyone goes, "How creative is that?" And I'm thinking, I spent like 1 hour on that, whereas the previous one I spent 2 weeks and it got nothing.
mhm.
So I think
Happens.
everyone's kind of point of view of creativity is quite like different.
That's right. That's right. And I think places where you don't really go prepared, I mean, there's a fear that, oh my God, what's going to happen if I just don't make it? But I think in places where you don't just pre plan and go, they turn out to be awesome. I've realized that. And you must have experienced that as well, more than
Exactly.
me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If a new user,
Yeah.
if a new user wants to do these things, is it going to be free or is it going to charge? AWS is going to charge us.
No, so there isn't going to be any charge. So until and unless you're using stuff from AWS, like the usage of your. So see, there are a couple of things like I have a skill which is the money heist skill, and I'll give a demo of that shortly before I leave. I'm running out of time. So what happens is I have a lot of audios dumped in my AWS S3 bucket. So I use them. So what happens is if it exceeds a certain limit, it's going to charge me. But again, the limit is very huge. It's around, I think, 10,000 or it's like, I think, yeah, it's 10,000 the usage. I'm not sure. I just need to check, but that happens rarely. Depends on what you're developing. So like if it exceeds more than that, it's going to incur you a charge. But again, there's a way you can like Amazon pays for that. It gives you $100 AWS credits
Yeah.
if your skill incurs charges. So that is what Amazon does.
I was just going to say that that's true. I did a Alexa skill like years ago at a hackathon, and it's I think Lambda gives you like 1 million like free kind of credits to use before it starts charging you, and even the next million is like 5 cents. But every month, because I get
That's right.
charged like 5 cents, they give me $100 that I can use across all other AWS services. So all my other apps that I've built are on, I don't know, App Engine or whatever. They all end up being free because of my Alexa. So I highly recommend everyone doing an Alexa just so you can get $100 a month free credit to AWS
Yes,
every month.
that's right. Yes. I
And is it
think I lost.
API? Like for example, there is like
Am I audible?
um
I think there is a connection issue from my side.
oh,
Am I
Yep, no, I can hear
audible?
you. All is good.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I
No, it's
just
fine.
I just lost. Hmm.
Okay, I was asking like yeah, Eddie actually answered it. So is it possible to use any external API, say like weather
Yes,
API or something
it
like
is.
that? Okay.
Yes, of course, of course. I just built a skill on my second episode of Twitch stream. If you want to learn that, you can just go there because it's out there. I built a skill that uses a external API, and I also have a GitHub repo. And okay, fine. I'll just finish this first. Too much, yeah, because that is a huge part, and it's I have so much to tell about the API thing. I love APIs myself, but
Should
yeah,
I do the second part tomorrow?
I got you. See, now Praveen is putting me to the. He's just pushing the ball in my court.
You can just
But yeah,
say do with the Alexa voice. Sorry, Praveen, the question you asked is not is misunderstood. Could you please repeat that? I can't remember what Alexa says,
yes.
but
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, let me just finish this first, and we can do the rest of it because I just want this to be built. Okay, so this is what I'm not sure if you've been following up what I've been doing so far. So you just fill up all these details in here because this is what is going to show up in your market store. Then you need a logo for your skill, so which I haven't. I don't have a logo of me, so I just want to put up a face of mine. I need to check if I have a picture.
Let's
Oh my
make one.
god. Yeah. I think, yeah, I just got a picture of me. Cool. It's so difficult to get a picture. I look too fat in that, but it's fine. That doesn't matter. God wants to see me fat. Okay, this is the other picture. So I think it's two different pictures, but it's fine. So this is like, I don't encourage you to do that same because I mean the icon picture requires to be seen. So the small scale icon and this is the large scale icon. Because why it is small and large? Because depends on the device you're using. It could be a 𝐏𝐞𝐫𝐞 dot, it could be 𝐏𝐞𝐫𝐞 show, it could be your mobile application. So yeah, okay. And then you go to category and select the right category. So it could be anything. So I just do creativity in here. Okay, but this is kids. So what happens in kids? There is a lot of trouble. Like it requests your permission and stuff. So I don't want to get into that. So I'm gonna go to let's select education
Strategy,
and reference. What is it?
strategy games.
Yeah, well, I think education reference is cool for now. And keywords, I'm gonna write my own name in keywords. Okay,
So many
and
facts
just
and
I'm
trivia.
gonna do, yeah, information and trivia. Okay, great. So, privacy policy URL, and I don't really have ever given any URL, but this is not I mean mandatory. So if you have any privacy stuff, you can apply that. You can create it on a Google Doc, or you can have that on an Excel sheet, and you can update it in here. That depends completely upon what you're using and what you're trying to do. So to save and continue, I'll get a couple of options after this. Um, okay, so I'm not making money for this. I'm gonna do no. Doesn't it does this collects users information, any personal ones? No. Yes, if this is directed to children under age of 13, yes. I mean, it is fine. Like you can do yes or no in here, and depends on what you're building, of course. I'm just gonna do yes, and this doesn't contain advertising. Oh, this is new. Yeah, I support this. So what happens with this is export compliance. I think I know this. So this is what I was talking about, the language model. So mine is an English IN. So I give permission to Alexa community, I mean the Amazon team, to export my skill to other countries like US and UK as well, and many more. All right. Any testing instructions? Just write. Just say Alexa open Sohini's fax. That's it. That's it. Now you just save and continue in here. And then,
So mobile
yes, you
Jones
give
is
public.
actually ditching Siri for Alexa. Oh my god, that's bad. Or Iris.
What? What is
So he
getting?
says like, "Hello Alexa, my new
Uh,
best friend." So what happened to Hello Google and Hello, Apple Siri?
Does anyone actually use the Apple and the Google one? It seems like Alexa is the most popular one,
Yeah.
I also think so. I mean,
especially for
I just see a lot
developers,
of Google
right?
developers.
Yeah.
I think, but to be very honest, I see a lot of Google Action developers, but I kind of haven't understood the. See, about me, I'm a kind of person who gets attracted with the UI in the first place. So if I don't get a positive user
See.
experience, I just run away. I just say bye bye. So yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure if that's the right attitude, but I think in case of Google Actions, I haven't really understood their um, UI. I haven't got a great user interface while creating Google Actions. I mean, that might look that's not quite friendly like Alexa is. So yeah. Um, okay, so you set this to public, and then you allow this to be available in all countries, and this is something that is up to automated local distribution, which means your skill can be converted to other locales as well. And you'll not be needing to do that. People from Amazon would do that, and that is kind of automated too. I mean, I'm not sure if that is there's a human behind it, or if it's. I think it's automated. Okay, now you save and continue, and now it does validation. So it's going to check if your skill consists of the right information. So this is one of the important parts where sometimes your skill might get stuck if you've skipped to miss anything, or if you've just added or involved something that's not right in terms of the validation. So yeah, just gonna take some moment, and then it'll be done, and I'll be happy. Let's just wait. Till then, I would want to know from everyone out there if you're actually enjoying with me, because not quite following the chats. It's just Praveen's helping me with that.
I'm helping too, you
Yeah,
know. I'm not just a
yeah,
distraction. I
yeah.
do help as well.
The
That's right.
distracting
You're
helper.
helping me with the. You're helping me with the music. Come on.
With
I
the
just gave you.
music, that's my only value add. Eddie, you're fired.
Come on, Eddie.
So
It's
Eddie,
it's it's just me.
Eddie is being poached right now by other people as well, other
Okay.
communities as well. So already I logged in Eddie with all my friends. So hey, here's God
Uh-huh.
Eddie. And
Thank you,
everyone
Praveen,
started
for
like,
always
hey,
giving me a
come and
shout
talk
out.
for us, and now he's got into more trouble now, thanks to me.
I'm just, I got the cogs turning in my head. I'm trying to plan to see when I can get Sohini on my YouTube channel because she's awesome.
Of course.
When I grow
I'd
up,
love
I want
to.
to be like her.
Come
Uh,
on.
you,
I
you don't
mean,
grow up now. You have to grow down to be her.
Yeah, but she's really cool and I'm just a bit nerdy. So yeah, when I grow up, I want to be like her.
come on. I'm just a little kid, and yeah, I mean that's kind of inspiration for me, and I just want to be like you, both of you. Yeah. I mean, if everything's so much automated today, if there's AI, ML, and so much stuff, why can't there be an actual way where we can have more compartments in our brains and to
Do
have yours to be in here too? Yeah,
I've got an answer for that.
You have
yeah.
three wishes.
No, okay, you don't have three wishes. You've used them up
Just one.
already.
That's right. I just want so many things in life. My goodness, I just want to. Yeah, I want to be a developer. I want to be a great traveler. I want
Digital
to have a chocolate
Nomad, the
factory.
winner. Do Digital Nomad.
Uh huh.
Definitely do that. You work remotely, right?
Okay.
So you might as well work from around the
Yeah.
world.
Yes, I do. I do. So I would love to travel, but the question here is, why is it taking such a long time?
Just blame
blame
Oh.
AWS are a bit busy.
Yeah, and the typical thing is Alexa typically embarrasses me in each of my streams, and I really fear that people don't underestimate me if that's my inability.
No,
But
it's not you.
people,
It's
people
you
like
know,
Alexa. We'll talk and
it's a
distract people
bizarre.
at the same time. Don't worry.
yeah, it's to be very honest, Alexa does this to everyone, and to as many people as I've been. And let me just reload it. Who knows what happens? I think to as many people as I know, I think I really hope this logs in and at one go. This is another thing that embarrasses me, the password thing. Oh, great. Okay, so yeah, here comes the
It is
thing.
similar to
I think.
USB.
Sorry.
It is similar to USB. So first time you put in, it doesn't work. Second time you put in, it
Yeah,
doesn't work.
it's
Third time
true.
you put the same time as the first time, it works.
That's
That's
so
iron.
true.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is really
I know.
true.
I know. So I'm just gonna make a little bit of change in here, so the kids think, as I told, that this is something that you need to do with your brains and cool mind. So I'm gonna change this that it doesn't direct to children under age of 13. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead. Now it's gonna work real quick.
So
That is
you
something
got
that is mhm.
so you got a lot of love in the YouTube chat. You're missing it, but it's all right. Later on, you can have a look at
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, because I'm quite nervous. I'm nervous. I'm being nervous right now because I am unable to see what's happening out there, and I don't know if people are really liking it,
They love it.
because
They
I'm
do.
just
The lower stay calm.
okay.
Congratulations,
Concentrate on
you're a
what you do.
winner!
That's the final
Okay.
truth.
Yeah, because I think I'm so little and I haven't seen the world, and I just come live and I interact. I haven't really interacted with developers from the first. I mean, from the face by face. So when I do these stuff and when I get feedback from you people, that is what incentivizes me to do better. So that's the reason I keep asking if this is helping you. So yeah,
It's helping me. I'm sure it's helping everyone else too. It's awesome, and there's been loads of
yes.
great feedback. People even
Uh,
using the word love. Lots of love in this room. So that's
oh,
positive.
that's lovely. Thank you so much for the good report card. I'm gonna tell mom surely. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure why this is happening. I might. This takes a
Just
lot of
just blame
time.
just blame Amazon.
That's
Hey
yeah, that's
JB, are you looking
absolutely
at it?
because it happens so smoothly. Like I have so many skills, and they are just making it difficult every single day. I mean, I think there are certain rules and regulations in the U.S. side, and it's about the privacy policy. The children think that the subject and content isn't direct to them and stuff. So yeah, um, let me still keep trying. Okay, I think validation is done. Okay, there's some. Okay, here. I just use Alexa. How is this possible? It should contain the wake word. It's Alexa. That's the wake word, Alexa. And then please make sure the requirements are. This is something that I use. Okay, let me just check it out. So let me go to distribution. There might be something because I was constantly speaking that time. Might have made some mistake. Um. Okay, let's do launch. This should work. Okay, this should be fax. That was the mistake, I think. Yeah, gotcha. It should work now. I am so sorry for this. I
No,
don't
this is
intend
good. It
to.
shows it shows the authentic side. I got asked yesterday, Eddie, you managed to
Uh-huh.
build an app in 5 minutes on your YouTube video. And I was like, no, I recorded like 2 hours to get that 5 minutes, and I gave you the best part. That's why I love mixing it up with
Yeah,
video and
that's
live stream, because live stream shows that we make mistakes. It's just normal.
that's right, and that's right. And I think the more, I mean, if you make mistakes on a live stream, um, that gives anyone who's watching you a confidence to ask you questions too. Because when I used to watch live streams, I used to have a couple of questions because I see the person coding in front of me is doing it perfectly and he does it in 10 minutes, but I am getting stuck. Like, should I ask this question? Would
Yeah,
someone make fun of me, or would it be right? What would he think of me? Like, but yeah, once you make mistakes, it gives the audience a chance to ask you quite
exactly. And
easily.
you got to
Yeah.
keep it authentic. Like I was really surprised when they thought that that's how I build all my apps in like 5 minutes. I was like, no, like seriously. And even when I recorded like 1-2 hours to do it, I practiced it before I recorded, which took like 1 to 2 days. So I just giving them the super highlights, like the movie trailer is what they see, but they don't see all the preparation bit behind it.
That's right. That's really right. You know. Okay, it should work. If it doesn't, I'm gonna kill myself on the live
No,
stream.
don't do that. Don't do that. We
Yeah.
don't want to get Praveen demonetized. And we want to see you on my
Yeah, I
channel in
do.
the future as well. So keep
Yes,
healthy and
I would.
safe.
Yes, I would. Okay, let me just um again. Oh, what is happening?
I don't have a fail sound, or I'll have something that goes.
Okay.
I can try
Okay.
and get one. Let me see. While you're doing that, let me try and find one.
Yeah, let me just do one thing. I'm gonna go back and check my invocation name once. I think which is extremely important because that might have gone away from my brains. Let me be a bit serious right now. I'm so loose. Yeah. So this is the invocation name. Okay. So let's go to test. The code. Let me check what I've set out there. Just give me a moment to fix this because this is very silly. This shouldn't happen.
No worries. We can talk in the meantime, right? While you're looking into that, forget about the stream because it is quite distracting. Focus on fixing it, and I can talk about it's Hacktoberfest.
Yes.
It's the last day of Hacktoberfest. So Praveen, how are your 4 PRs going?
What? It's already done, and I've also received a
T-shirt,
received the
a tree.
No. Received a link to the T-shirt. Ordered a T-shirt.
You
and
ordered a
also I have-
T-shirt. What about the tree? We got to save the planet.
Wait, I have planted 2 trees in my
Oh, okay.
backyard.
Okay, fair enough.
One
I'll let
in
you
tomato
off.
and one is chili tree.
You didn't plant.
chili
You could just
plant.
plant the third one. You should plant a T-shirt tree, and then you'll just have T-shirts, growing on the tree. I
Oh,
tried that with
money
money. I buried like $10 in the garden. It's still growing. Well, it's still trying to grow. I haven't seen
Wow.
anything yet.
I really want to plant a money tree, but a pound one.
Me too.
Pound one. There's no notes for pounds. You have coins everywhere. I guess it would be a bit
And what-
gold-like.
And where are you gonna convert it, Praveen? The pounds? You gotta come back to India. Come on. You belong in
I'll
here.
think about it. Yes.
Right.
I have to once COVID is over.
Yes, Praveen, look out the window. It's stormy today. It's windy. It's rainy. It's cold. I can hear it on
It's
the window
raining.
going. Go to India where it's warmer. I can't wait to go to Portugal, Thailand,
I'm so
and
happy
Bali where it's
that
warmer.
my plant is receiving all the food it needs. Hey, and I didn't know that you are from. Your parents are from Middle East. Wow,
Yeah, Lebanon.
nice.
Oh, that's nice.
It's warmer
I've
than here.
eaten a Lebanese chicken. That is all I know about Lebanon.
Yeah,
And I
Lebanese
love that.
food's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
I-
that's
I've-
right.
Once I went to Windsor, there was this Lebanese restaurant where it was almost like Indian food. I really loved it.
No, wait a second. Indian food's almost like Lebanese food. It's the other way around. No, I'm just joking.
Bitcoin
Yeah.
tree will be awesome. Cryptocurrency tree will be best. So if it is a blockchain tree, then you know that you can get the fruit of Bitcoin, fruit of Ethereum, fruit of Litecoin. There you go.
That's right. God bless me, please. This should work.
I'm
Seems
trying to
like a
find the
test
sound
for me.
effect.
Yeah, this has got nothing to do with the code. I wasn't just writing the. Yeah, I wasn't just writing the right thing on distribution because that is a very sensitive part. So that's the thing. I think every time if you're a great developer, I think that doesn't really that is not the end to it. You got to be best into furnishing it fully. Until you publish it to production, that is also
And,
what
and
matters.
even when you publish it to production, I'm sure people will give feedback and people will give suggestions, and there's always improvements. Did it work?
Congratulations, you're a
I'm so
winner!
happy.
Oh wait, one more. We need two. We need two.
Yeah,
There we go.
cozy. I love that. I am so happy. So let me see what I did wrong. So there were 3 phrases that were required to be written rightly. So the name of my skill is Sohini's Facts. So that is the invocation name. It should be perfectly as it is in your invocation name section when you when you describe it in your distribution platform. And in another phrase, I just wrote Alexa open Sohini's facts. So there were 2 facts. So that isn't the invocation name because that comes inside of a curly brace that works as a slot. So if you don't write it rightly, it's gonna put you to trouble. So that is where it was giving an error, and I think that's a good thing. That will help you not fall in trouble. So yeah, but I'm so happy. I feel so relieved. Yeah. Now I feel like a god.
You
Yeah,
are, like I said,
goddess.
when I grow up, I want to be like you. So awesome work. You solved it really
Come
quickly. I
on.
would have phoned a friend by now.
So yeah, I mean,
I can confirm
yes.
that your live stream, the way you are handling the live stream, is really better than
Mm.
how Eddie handles this live stream, right, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm. You're definitely handling it better. I would have been throwing things around
Oh,
the room, breaking stuff, smashing my office up.
okay.
Definitely, you're very calm.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's the
So
natural
one day,
part, People love to. Mm.
hey, successful. So one day, what happened was Eddie was compiling something in TypeScript, and it didn't work out. He had a beer bottle next to him. He just broke it on his head. That's why his head is now hairless. Or else his hair looks awesome. You should have seen him in person,
The
right,
stories
Eddie?
you come up with, Ravi.
Yeah, Praveen. We can. Oh, I got an idea for Praveen, but before that, I'm going to say something in here which is extremely important. So, here for publishing, you have two options: one is certify and publish, and the other is just certify. So, what happens is, suppose you belong to an business organization and there's a launch date, so you can just do that, like publish on that particular date when you're bringing a lot of people, or you want the skill to be out on that date. So what happens is it gets certified from before, and once you give a date for that, it gets published on that. And for certify and publish, I'm going to do certify and publish now. So I'll be hitting on submit for review, but I'm not going to be, okay, let me do it. I'm going to delete this later. So once you do this, you're going to get an email that your skill has been sent for certification and that you've been notified once published. Ta-da-da! You're done. And your skill is built. And once it's published, and once it's published, then you can have it in the Amazon marketplace, and you can share that with your friends. And after that, here comes the important part, which I'm gonna tell you real quick. I will not take a lot of time. Is when you click on Sohini's facts, your skill, and you go to analytics. Here you can track how many people are actually using your skill. And this is where I wanted to discuss about the last thing for today, which is the developer rewards. You can have money. Yes. So what happens is, if you just go to the custom model, and if you can go to the unique customers, so this is it. So this is 6 right now. So once it becomes 250, you'll get money for it. So Amazon, like for India, what happens is, yeah, in India, Amazon gives you a 2K voucher, 2000 rupees voucher. For your Amazon.in for shopping, and they give you an amount like whatever customers you've got. If it is 250, you'll get some a lump sum money around 2500 rupees, and then you get paid monthly for this. So I'm going to show you an example. Like I created a skill which you can try out, which is not performing well now because I need to update the data, which is the Money Heist skill. It consists of audios of all the characters in it. And this is it. So this is, if I just created the skill in April. So I'm going to show you from then. What happened is, created on April 21st. And I just went till July, August, September. This is October, right? Yeah, it's October, Hacktober. Right. So these are the number of unique customers I could get in total, which is around 2,000. So 2,000 people have used my skill so far, and this is its performance. And for the previous 194 days, I think, yeah. As for the previous 194 days, this has not been performing well, because, as I said, what I was doing in here was using audio of the characters. This is a game, basically. I can test it out. If you watch Money Heist, just another 2 minutes. I know we're running short of time. I'll just finish it real quick. Yeah. Okay, so when I just say Alexa, open money heist, let me see if you can guess this.
Welcome back to Money Heist. Are you ready for today's game?
So I'm a returning user, so it gives this prompt. Otherwise, it's something else when you're a first-time user.
Okay, now guess the dialogue for day 305.
Hear it.
This is a beautiful moment.
Who was this?
Any guesses? Come on, real quick.
Praveen.
Otherwise, it would time out.
It was him. No.
No, the options are Tokyo, Berlin. What else? The professor, Lisbon, and what else? Yeah, come on, guess quick.
James Bond.
Rio.
I don't know.
Anyone on the chat? Just check if there's any answer on the chat.
We take another 10 seconds to get the chat messages.
Yeah, give it 10 seconds. Oh wait, there is one in the chat. It's by Eddie and it says James Bond. Oh, that Eddie guy, he's such a joker.
Oh. Yeah.
You can come back tomorrow for another new dialogue.
Yeah, I just
Bye for now.
Yeah, okay, come on, shut up. So I just wrote the answer. so this is the answer. So this dialogue was of brilliance, and if you said the right answer, it just does this and
what
plays
was the right answer,
Bella
sorry?
Ciao. Berlin.
Ah, okay. Sweater was right.
Oh my god, there are like loads of people giving the right answer here. So yes, a lot of people know it. Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Yes,
you're a winner!
Yay! I think Eddie was right. That voice kind of sounds like my modulated voice.
I didn't want to say
I'm
that.
gonna
It
do
was
that.
Praveen who said that.
Oh yeah, all right. Both of you are same to me. Come on. All
I
right.
agreed. I didn't say it. I agreed. There's a difference, right?
Oh my god. So yeah, that's the thing. So what I was saying is so this is the analytics which I just showed, and that is the way you can get money. So what happens is when you have more than 250 customers, you get money. And earlier Alexa had these options for swags. So I think right now there is a lot of a problem with the because of COVID-19 situation, they are unable to ship packages because a lot of areas are non-serviceable. That is why they have taken up the swag thing for now. But I think that's temporary. It's going to come back with a lot of more t-shirts and stuff whenever you build skills. So for every new skill, I used to get a t-shirt. So can you imagine how many t-shirts I can have? Because
Wow.
I have so many skills. So yeah, I'm gonna put an exhibition soon for that.
Yeah,
Again,
you should also do maybe some competition on your Twitch channel. Give away the t-shirts if you've got excess.
Yes, I can do that. But if my t-shirt size would fit y'all, because that's a matter of fact, I am not so
True.
fleshy. Yeah. All right. So that's quite a lot that I wanted to share today. Where's my mouse? I don't see it.
Put it on the full screen.
Okay. Yeah, I just got it. Yeah. So I just gotta put this on a full screen mode. And yes, so that is all that I wanted to share for today. And that is how you'll build just a little revision for today. So that is how voice first things can benefit you. And you can be a developer, advocate, or a conversational designer like me. And trust me, it's great. You don't only need to be, it's not to hurt anyone's sentiments, but I've seen in India, and a lot of my friends telling that, hey, is there any other way apart from being just a software developer in some big company? Of course there are. You have open source, and you can freelance. And I think Eddie and Praveen have so much to share with you on this. They are doing great on whatever they're working on, and I can just see that through my eyes. And I also the reason which behind me bringing so much in front of you is, in the first place, motivating you to maybe take a little bit of swimming on the voice first world. It's cool, trust me. I am here. Look at me. So yeah, so you can also be one and start building Lexa skills. There's a Slack channel. If you're interested, you can maybe reach out to me on Twitter because I'm not sure if I just have the Lexa Slack. Where is it? It's because of the camera. I cannot see the plus button. All right, Alexa. Yeah, I just don't remember the Slack invite in the Slack. Let me search it. I don't forget. Remember the URL for it. Yeah, I think if you just click on this, you can get access to it. Or if you just go to the normal official Lexus site, here also was somewhere there. Or you can just connect with me. I can share the Slack invite with you because I'm in that group. So you can start building a community with us. You can start building your skills. And apart from all these things, be a great developer and stay in touch if you have any more questions, and stay tuned with me on my channel in Twitch. I actually stream on Dabble Lab's channel because that is where I do the Fridays, but I'm gonna be streaming in my channel too very soon with the crazy things that I do.
And YouTube.
Yes, and YouTube as well. I know I need to come to YouTube. Yeah. That's right. That's all about me. I just spoke too much because I'm very talkative, and you can connect with me. I'm gonna speak to you too, and do let me know how did you like it. If you really liked it, to connect with me. I'd love if you, because I love to connect with developers. Yeah. Okay, back to you, Eddie and Praveen.
That was awesome. My mind, it's like so much awesome information. Really loved that. So thank you so much, Sohini. I'll let Praveen do the official thank you, but I just want to say also thank you to Mobile Jones for the great questions and discussions, and everyone else for getting involved in the conversation. Right, let Praveen do the proper ending. Let's make him bigger.
That's
and
right.
let's
Make Sohini bigger. That's the main thing. So thanks a lot for immediately accepting our fanboy request, and thank you so much for joining us on this day. And this is one of the best things that we can do. So, Eddie, go on.
What am I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me see. Everyone give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Praveen's channel because it's awesome. Click the bell button so you get notified every time he releases an awesome video and live stream. And do subscribe to Sohini's Twitter, Twitch, etc. And I will share a link to hers again. And then I will share a link to mine as well if you want to watch some of my open source videos and just geek out. But yes. Praveen, thank you so much for organising this, and Sohini, thank you so much for doing this awesome demo. There is Sohini's Twitch.
You don't thank me yet. I'm gonna come back again to eat up your brains, and we're gonna make another trial. Just a trial. We're gonna come back again and do some awesome, cool, geeky stuff, and maybe we can just do a combination of what the three of us do and bring out that to you. I think there couldn't be anything much more productive than that for the time being. Again, it's creativity. Every day there's creative things. But yeah, I think that would be a great idea if we ever just collaborate. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Looking forward to
Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you all. Praveen, any last words?
Let's make Sohini great.
Sounds good. She's already great.
Thank you so much, Praveen. Yeah, come on. I want to thank everyone, my dear viewers. Thanks to you all for engaging with me and for sending me loads of love, which I'm gonna check right after the stream ends. Thanks, Eddie, and thanks, Praveen, for lifting me, supporting me, and giving me this opportunity to showcase myself to you all. And thanks for this awesome setup. It's lovely. And everyone, please subscribe to Eddie's and Praveen's channel and reach out to them and just be engaged with the three of us. We're just awesome, three of us.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. I want to bring up the holding page. Sohini, stay on the line. We'll come back to this in a second and we'll just have a quick wash up between us. Okay.
See you all. Bye.
See you all. Bye-bye.